guys, it's Ben back for the third video in our tennis and pickleball series. What we'll talk about today are some common injuries that we see in our clinic and common things that we treat with overhead athletes, specifically tennis and pickleball players. I think one reason we see a lot of these issues, especially with pickleball players, are it's a growing sport, so lots of people are just starting to play, and lots of people have never played a racket sport before this or are starting later in life. And so we're just seeing a lot of these injuries come up, but the good news is there's stuff we can do about it. So the first thing I guess we see probably a lot of is due to the quick changes in direction that happen on a pickleball or a tennis court. So there's lots of ankle sprains, there's lots of hamstring adductor strains, so overstretching muscles. There's Achilles issues, there's plantar fasciitis, and of course, then we get more into some of the low back pain that's involved. And we also see, tennis elbow, you might also say pickleball elbow now. The other one is like knee pain, so that might be arthritis or more of a tendonitis issue. And one of the most common things we see, especially in tennis players, are shoulder issues. So one reason that's theorized why tennis players have more shoulder issues than pickleball players is just the weight of the racket and versus a smaller pickleball paddle. So just a decreased amount of force. And also pickleball players don't have as much overhead movements. You don't have the overhead serve. So pickleball, of course, we have the underhand serve. So that can save on the shoulder a little bit with pickleball. But specifically what we see with shoulders in tennis players is often weakness in the rotator cuff muscles, so those muscles that stabilize the joint. We also see tightness in the back of the shoulder with loosening or overstretching along the front, which can lead to increased stress on different structures such as your biceps tendon, and that can lead to all sorts of issues or impingement, things like that. But if you're ever curious and you have shoulder pain or another issue, we do offer 20-minute free assessments. So feel free to go onto our website or call the clinic, and we can get you set up with that. Be happy to see you. And stay tuned next week. We'll go specifically into why pickleball players often have more back pain than tennis players.